Hey boys, welcome back to the Ashes 2019. It's game one, and it's going to be the second innings here. It's pretty tight. With our first innings. I think, what did we get? A bit over... Okay, so we got a bit of a lead. We lead by 172, in fact. I thought we were a bit tighter than that, but yeah, England got bundled out for a bit under 100, a bit under 300. We must have got, yeah, close to, I guess, 400. So some good batting, and yeah, we find ourselves in a pretty darn good spot as Chris Wokes here is firing up. They're coming through pretty sharp. Myself and McDermott are at the crease once again. The two openers have fallen. Old Davey Warner, Cameron Bancroft are back. If you missed the last episode, then all the boys, they're all reunited for the Ashes 2019. I'd be very surprised if in real life Cameron Bancroft makes it back. I don't think he should, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. He's actually been in some pretty good form, so who knows, dude? Who knows? But we get off the mark right there, finally, having a little bit of strife. As this one, we just flick away. I was trying to... Always that shot, dude. I want to play like a genuine sweep shot, but sometimes the animation is like this little like paddle shot, which you know, just looks a little funny, honestly. As they're going to push for two. Thankfully, they go to the bowler's end, so McDermott gets back pretty safely there. So we got the lead here gives us some freedom, even though, you know, we don't really need a license to score freely, you know. As a nice defense right there, but we're gonna put the bad balls away. It's a video game. It's not gonna be quite as realistic as a real test match. I'm not gonna be blocking, you know, every single ball. We're gonna look for gaps. We're gonna run hard, pick up an easy two right there. So it's always, you know, I do like to bat to the conditions and to the game and how the game should be played. But obviously there's a little bit of acceleration involved, even if you're trying to play fairly realistic, because there's more gaps, and you know you can just hit the gaps easier in a video game than real cricket, obviously. So, you know, I think most people realize that. I do think, as that is just an elegant shot. Not an easy shot to play, pretty risky. If we weren't leading by nearly 200, probably would put this shot away. But look at that, just up on the back toes there, punching it through, cover point for a beautiful shot. That is just Steve Smith at his best, as that is almost just as good. A full toss, you know, where, you know, there's double fours back to back. I mean, that one that had to be put away. A full toss just outside off stump, just a yawning gap at a straightish cover. So it was there for the taking. So, you know, like I said, bad balls we're going to put away. Good balls we're going to either leave or defend. And it's just sort of the case that the acceleration just naturally happens. But, you know, the game situation also definitely comes into it. So, yeah, we're in, you know, like I said in the last video, this first test match, it's obviously a big one. It's the setup to the whole series. If we can win this game, and we're in a very good position, but at the same time, we don't want to lose a couple of quick ones, because if we do, you know, Australia's middle order lately has not been humming along like it should be, for sure. It's another good shot, just rocking back and swiveling through that square leg region. Beautiful shot. 4 runs every day, and almost pushing the lead to 200 as Chris Wokes continues here, well left, outside off. But yeah, you know, the middle order in real life is not that sound, and the tail order, you know, even the Australia's tail in the past used to be one of the best. Is this? Look at that. Did not mean it to go in the air. That was not a shot. That was not an aggressive shot, like to hit over the top, I just hit it late and it was quick. So that's why it absolutely raced off the bat and went over his head. So it was a little bit fortunate, but it was a good shot nonetheless. It absolutely flew off the bat. Just raced to the rope. But yeah, the tail, you know, the tail wagging, you know, recently has not been as good as what's you'd hope for. Is thankfully a bump ball. It went like straight to like a second slip there. I thought it was just a regulation catch. I just thought it was out, but thankfully it was a bump ball. So we'll take that, dude. In the first innings, we had a couple of close-ish chances, and then we got undone by some pretty bad luck, honestly. So I'm not going to be too disappointed, as this one is a big appeal. Not out by the umpy. I'm pretty sure I got outside the line of off stump, but they're gonna go for the challenge. I mean, it is sort of dire straits for England at the minute. This is a big wicket. You know, we're well on top in the game, but as I was trying to get at, is we're gonna look here, and yeah, it looks pretty obvious that it's hit us outside the line of off stump, so I'm not too concerned. It spun back a little bit, but not a heap, so it's not even hitting the stumps. Bit of a wasted challenge right there from England, sort of clutching at straws. But like I was saying, if they can get me, you know, get into Sean Marsh, Tim Payne, Peter Hanscom, we still have some batting for sure. But in the past, when the pressure is on, these guys in the middle order, they're hit or miss for sure. And then the tail enders, again, probably haven't been scoring consistently decent runs for quite a while now. So, you know, it's anyone's games. Is again a little bit of luck right there. It was a good ball by Stuart Broad, just quick, pitched up, looking for the drive for sure, and it beat us. It beat us for pace, and we got we got 4 runs from it. So I'm not too disappointed, but it's a little bit, you know, it was a good delivery. This one is pitched up again, a little bit straighter, and we punch it for a dot ball to mid on. So again, a very good start to our innings, 34 off 29. Hopefully we can convert this to at least a 50 and push on to get hopefully a big one and really set up this second innings lead, and then just hope the boys can do the business. As Craig Overton, I don't know what I actually really enjoyed facing Overton in this, because it actually felt like his bowling was getting a heck of a lot more bounce than Stuart Broad and Chris Wokes, even though they were bowling quicker. For some reason, Overton's like good length deliveries were really kicking up off a length, which is actually cool, because it is similar to how he bowls. Like, look at that. That is gone like chest high through. Good length deliveries from like Wokes and Broad were not getting up that high at all. So it was interesting. Like, I didn't actually think the game was this diverse with the bowlers. Like, I didn't think the bounce was so much different for like respected bowlers, but I don't know, maybe I was overthinking it a little bit, but it felt like that for sure. I don't know, maybe not, I'm not too sure. But Stuart Broad here, this one has gone for 6. Oh my goodness, that was not a an aggressive shot. I wasn't trying to, like, I didn't hold RT, is that the shot, the button to hit it in the air? I didn't even press the button. That was just a normal flick off the pads, but because it was so quick, it just rocketed to the rope for 6 runs. Just ridiculous, dude. So yeah, I mean, that's a good example of the pace modifier. I talk about this all the time, but I feel like I have to like say it all the time, because if people don't know, then they're gonna be like, why is it so quick, or, you know, this and that. So that's the reason. And I do always say, but I do encourage people to put the to play around with the modifiers and to put the pace modifier up a fair bit, because it does make batting like a lot funner, in my opinion. As Overton again here, getting some good bounce off a good length. You know, it's good for us. I mean, I like the extra bounce because it means LBs and bold are sort of out of the equation. As this one, struggling to get him away here. He was tricky to handle in this spell right here. So 48 of 41. Myself and McDermott providing some good partnerships early in this series, which is boding well. If your number 3 and number 4 are doing the business, you know, even if the top order, the openers are struggling, if your 3 and 4 can come out and build a solid partnership and get the ball rolling again, then it's setting you up for some good stuff later on, as this one is flicked away. Bit of a shocking delivery. Overton just gifting us an easy 2, and that is going to be the first 50 of this Ashes campaign, which is very, very nice. 50 off 43. The 1-6, which was flicked off the pads, and 7 fours. So, you know, dealing in boundaries for sure. As again, a good length delivery, and we're playing like a pull shot to it. So it goes to show how much the ball is bouncing through. As Stuart Broad now is continuing. That was a quick delivery outside off. Definitely didn't hit it. They're having a little conference. Bit of a risky shot for sure. Again, that sort of back foot drive. It's not an easy shot to play with the pace and bounce of the pitch here. As this one is up and left alone. Bit safer batting there. So 51 of 47. Very nice batting here. You know, just it feels good to be out in over in England, and we're batting nicely. Unfortunately, just don't learn your lesson. You know, you get away with two balls previous. It beat the outside edge, and then we get the same delivery, played the same shot. This time picked up the edge. So not good batting, honestly. Is Sean Marsh here getting a big 100 with Tim Payne also getting 100, and that sets us up for a massive total as Alistair Cook, the stalwart, almost gets him home. Johnny Bairstow, good lord. That was, I think we won by a fair bit still, but geez, Johnny Bairstow 200. We win by 87 runs still, but geez, that was coming down. It was pretty close at the end of the day. Bairstow was not out, so if he had a guy to hang around with him, that could have been absolute trouble. Thankfully, we do get the first win in this game, or in the series, which is, like I've been saying, is very, very good for the rest of the series combined. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one for Game 2 of the Ashes Test Match Series.